Some swans have got thick necks.
You're getting all the girls with that thick neck.
And some have skinny necks. These are what we call the skinny necks. Hi guys, so I'm currently talking to you from Switzerland. I just want to take a second to explain to you guys why I'm here, what I've been up to, what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks in Switzerland, and how I've been dealing with my hair. The first thing that I bought for the 2 weeks was a train ticket. The train ticket cost me nearly £500, and it's a train ticket just for 2 weeks. It means I can take any train in Switzerland. I could do the length and breadth of the country, and I don't have to pay for the train. There's some things that you do have to pay a bit extra for, but I'll explain that later. There's actually a lot of things that are included in the train ticket. So a lot of museums, you get like a lot of benefits, a lot of discounts for having some sort of Swiss pass or Swiss travel pass. What have I done so far? I went to Bern, we had a look around, we took a trip up to Zurich, we had a look at the shops. There's a hell of a lot of watch shops everywhere in Switzerland, especially in Zurich. Rolex, Omega. So in Zurich we had a look around the lake. We took an early train. We were heading to Lauterbrunnen. Kind of like a once in a lifetime experience, and I'll let the vlog take over from that point. Tell me again what we're doing.
We're gonna be staying in Lauterbrunnen and visit Wengen and Grindelwald, which is really cool. And if you want to, we can go to Jungfraujoch.
Oh yeah, I want to go to the top of Europe.
To the top of Europe, yeah.
We just got to our chalet. This is what you see when you first come in. Oh, it's so warm. Wow. Oh, we have a porch. Oh, look at that. Look at this. They have the 2 beds right here. Gosh, and this is what we see when we wake up. I want to live here. There's another room right here. The same view at the back. Oh my gosh, look at this. A little bear nightstand. A random dolly in a little buggy. You wake up in the night and this just comes into your room like that. Hello. I want to play. Want to play? We're going to go and find some food. So we're going to walk. It's about a 15-minute walk, which is fine. We're going to go. There will be signs like this, and if you check, like, you might take a first glance and think it's in German, you can't read it, but there's going to be English there. Just take a note of those signs. You cannot go up there because there's going to be rockfall. Oh, the emergency helicopter.
Basically.
Liquid, and then towards the middle it's going a bit icy, and then by the time it's coming here it's like, isn't it? It's just sprinkling off like snow. There's a ski tournament! I feel like I'm in Chalet Go! This is about to be me on the slope. Flipping about all over the place, getting tired, crying. Alphorn?
Alphorn.
Alphorn. So we were just looking at the prices of all the ski gear. It's a lot. These are the ones I want, guys. Matte black, rose gold. This is the view from the top of Wengen. We just had a quick drink in this restaurant. What do you call it? A pub? A restaurant? Where we literally just had a drink. Oh look, I have my NARS. This is the lip balm. It's just gonna moisturize my lip. And it has a nice colour too. So we're doing our grocery shop. We're gonna pick up some dinner for tonight. So we're making a homemade pizza. We have mushrooms, onion, there's tomato on there as well. So that walk home that we just did, I don't know what possessed us to walk in the dark, in the woods. I'm absolutely terrified. There's bears. I could slip on this ice. Cedric keeps walking ahead. All I can see is your shoes reflecting. All I have to protect me is a Swiss roll. And look where we have to go. Ooh, what are you doing? I think Cedric thinks I'm not serious, but I'm serious. That was super scary. If you didn't know, if you're ever in like bear territory, it's a good idea just to make lots of noise and play music and sing a song. I'm just telling them about how scared I was. You don't believe me, but just explaining that I was scared of bears and bear safety. So if you're ever going to be in bear territory...
We're not in bear territory.
We could be in bear territory.
No, we're not in bear territory.
We are, kind of.
No, we're not.
Bears did live here, didn't they? And they've not been...
In forest. We're not in forest.
It's not unheard of for bears to suddenly just come back here, is it?
Yeah, but not in this region. We're not even close to the region where the bears came.
Well, sometimes they get lost.
Yeah, so like 100 miles from where they were seen, they kind of get lost there.
You know, sometimes we have whales swimming right up the Thames. It's... How many onions? Just save one?
No, do all of it.
Pepper. Basil? 6th reason. Mountain psycho killers.
Lana's crazy.
I am on high alert.
Rock, paper, scissors.
For what?
Who's doing the dishes? Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, how do you do it? How do you do it? I go 1, 2, 3.
It's not gonna work now because now you already know what I was gonna go for.
I didn't even look at it. Okay, just go 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
I win. I'll help you, don't worry. Pizza, 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 pizza. Pizza, pizza time. I'm trying to go and get the playing cards. This is my 2nd attempt. Because the first time I just saw this. You know, how am I supposed to go into my room when that's there? That's really scary. Cedric, please can you get my bag? Oh, this thing. Ah, the devil baby! I got these playing cards from Yes Style. They're waterproof, so if you were like playing drinking games and whatnot, and lots of people tend to spill drinks on the table and then the cards get ruined, but these cards won't get ruined because they're waterproof. And they smell like cherry. So today we were already supposed to be on our way up to Jungfrau, like the highest peak of Europe, but we decided to sleep in more. Well, I wanted to sleep in more and Cedric let me because basically I had the worst night's sleep ever. It was a combination of things. So the first thing is because I cannot sleep in a new place on the first night because there's like new sounds, new feelings, you don't have like all your comforts around you, and I just always think that everywhere's going to be haunted. Second, because it was so hot, like a sauna, and we couldn't figure out how to like turn the heating down, but if we turned it off completely then it was going to be freezing cold. Like in our desperation we like tried to open the window, but obviously we wouldn't do that usually because we don't want to like waste the heating, but we literally didn't know how to turn it off. We couldn't open the window because there was a wind coming down from the mountain and it was just blowing the window and the curtains open. So then I got super thirsty, so I was like, Cedric started snoring. Every single noise I thought was haunted. I thought there were things hiding in the wardrobes, things hiding under the beds, and the worst thing was that a bloody mask. When night fell, that's suddenly when I realised how terrifying this mask was. Like I was just on high alert. By that time it was already like 4:30 AM and we were supposed to be up at 6. So anyways, I've done some research on what that mask is. The mask is designed to look scary, so like that's not just me. Their origins come from this poor area of Switzerland where they didn't have enough to eat because they were on the dark side of the valley. So they would create these scary masks so that they could disguise themselves and frighten people when they went onto the sunny side of the valley to rob the richer people. And then it kind of turned into a carnival where they would wear the masks and like go and grab people. The thing is, nobody really knows the origin of these masks, or they could just kind of found them and put them in a museum. Oh my gosh, there's people. Oh my god, I get so frightened every time there's people walking. We're tackling the steps on the way up into Lauterbrunnen town to catch the train, and it's more slippery than yesterday, so hopefully we just don't fall. So we were running late and we had to run to catch the train, but we made it. Besides it, okay, so we just reached the top of the line for that train, and now we have to change over and get another train that's going to take us to the very, very top because we're trying to get to the highest point in the whole of Europe. We're currently at 6,700 feet, which is about 2,000 meters high. I'm not sure which one is the top actually, they all look the same height to me. Even when you have the Swiss travel pass, the Jungfraujoch train is like a whole experience. You have to pay for that. So with the Swiss Travel Pass, you do get a discount. Originally, it's about 200 Swiss francs. So I got it for 137 Swiss francs. And Cedric, with like the full yearly Swiss pass, got his for 81 Swiss francs. Still quite a lot of money, but bear in mind, this is a train that was literally, it rides a tunnel that was carved through a mountain. Like, you have a mountain, the train goes through the mountain and takes you to the highest point in all of Europe. So it's pretty damn cool. So this is the Eismeer stop. They let you get off for 5 minutes and you have this panorama view, yeah? Guys, I'm officially on top of the world. I believe this is the Glacier. They have so much here. Of course they have a wash shop. Victorinox, which is the Swiss Army knives. Kettlebells. Look, it looks like my hat. This is like the Alpine station. Very pretty. Just came out onto the terraces and it's absolutely freezing and there's like snow swirling around. Oh my gosh, people did love locks. Currently in the ice palace. It's literally like an igloo inside. It's all ice. These like sculptures were made a really long time ago. This one was released in 1921. Preserved in ice for 100 years. Wow. There's a penguins one. Even though penguins only live on the southern hemisphere. These doggies. Maybe someone tried to turn this into like a wishing pot. You can get your coin into the cup's grip. Maybe. Didn't really take off. There's only one coin in there. Eagles eating fish. We're about to head out to the top. Cedric.
Yeah.
I race you to the top. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I can see a cloud. Whoa. It's so windy up here. I made the right decision to put my hair up today. Oh, Cedric says it's -12 right now. Oh, my teeth are cold. This is not safe. This is so windy. I'm gonna fall on the edge there. -10 plus wind chill. I got slapped in the face with a frozen flag. They just stamped our tickets on the way back and they give you a piece of chocolate. Mint. The Swiss chocolatiers.
Next stop, Kleine Scheidegg.
Now we are back at Kleine Scheidegg. I don't think I said it right, but that's where we are, because that's where you need to change onto the train to Grindelwald. Grindelwald! Now we're in a cable car going up to the top. The top. But it's alright. She think I'm an asshole. She think I'm a player. She keep running back only cause I pay her.
Look at that.
Look down. Oh, it wobbled.
Hey, jump. Oh, it's wobbling.
So it's way warmer up here than what we dealt with earlier today. It's actually really nice. The sun is out, the sun is setting. Me and Cedric are pretty sure that this area there and over there, this area there, are both glaciers. It's just frozen ice making its way down the mountain, and it's sad because they say that these glaciers probably won't be there by 2050. All melted away. So you can see them in my vlog in the year 2020. Hey look, it's me with a glacier in the year 2020. so I can show this to my kids. Take care of the environment, guys. So we got back down into Grindelwald and we've been having a look around. They're having like an ice sculpting competition. No, it's more like a snow sculpting competition. But they're doing it in country teams. It's Korea there. When you open the door, you'll be glad to see it. The door is a channel of communication with the world. It doesn't matter who is the owner and the guest. The moment we open the door, we are invited to the world. And then we have Swiss. It'll look like this. What? 9th graders made a snow sculpture of shot glasses. We discovered more! French. Sweden is looking cool. Oh, French is gonna be cool, I can tell. Sweden's theme is welcoming guests. This one is the USA. England! England! Oh, look what we're gonna make! Polar bears on a fishy! Oh, and there's gonna be love hearts on the door. I can't wait to see it. So we decided to get burgers. Mine's a veggie burger with some veggies. And this is the fries. Fries in Switzerland always come very, very salty. So I just got done getting ready. I feel quite happy I didn't actually use foundation today, but a hell of a lot of concealer. So under here I'm using a concealer by Pacifica, and then like on the blemishes on my cheeks and stuff I'm using a concealer by Espoir. Fun fact, I literally did like a one palette thing for the rest of my face. It's one of the Peach Sea palettes, so I've used one of the peachy shades that's in the center of the palette. I used that on my cheeks, it underneath my eyes to give me a bit of shimmer right here, and I also used it for contour because I didn't bring any contour shades with me. I'm wearing my Ana Luisa earrings. I'm all packed up now, so it's time to go. Bye-bye, lovely view. Tonight we are having fondue for dinner. What cheese is this?
There's tête de moine, which is a cheese from my region, and it's really sweet. Just take a piece, break it off.
I will.
Dip it. Do not lose your piece of bread inside.
Okay.
Otherwise you'll have to pay for wine. You like that?
Ooh, paprika.
Keep it turning so that it doesn't fall off.
Today we're at Blausee.
Blausee, yeah.
We're going to explore, and Cedric says that it's Switzerland's most beautiful lake. So let's go and find out. Fish don't yawn. You yawn. Oh, he jumped! Wow! I'm a fish. Dun 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 dun, and I like to jump. Rock me! Rock me! Rock me! Yeah! Came into the wilderness side. I have to be careful here. Let's hold on to this. Step here. Hold on to a tree. Someone's singing Elsa. I have to wait until it comes back again. Into the unknown. So we just walked up here because Cedric said there would be llamas, but there's no llamas. There's no llamas, Cedric!
Yeah, but it's winter, it's not my fault. Yeah, because they probably went away like in summer.
Well, you know, alpacas can live in mountains. Alpacas live in the mountains of Peru. That's why they're so fluffy. So why would they move them just because it's winter? This is what they're born for. The big question, how have I been dealing with my hair since being here? Because I made a big song and dance about taking good care of your hair when you're in the cold, and I have certainly been in some very, very cold sub-zero temperatures. It does make it brittle and you're going to get split ends and breakage, so I don't want that because I want to have healthy ends. For most of the time when I'm walking around, I've got like a hat on, I've probably got my hood up, and like if my hair's kind of like down behind me, I'll put my scarf like wrap like around my hair like this, and I'll be like this, so my hair is not going to be exposed to those cold temperatures. Today, however, I'm going to do something a bit different because I just want to switch up my hair. So I've actually just washed it. Basically what I'm doing is a protective hairstyle. This is a protective hairstyle. You could have it like this if you wanted because most of your hair is tucked in. I want to wear the curls, like you know the waves that you have after a braid. I want that afterwards, so that's why I'm doing braids. But there's a whole bunch of protective hairstyles that you could do. Now, just because this is a travel vlog, we don't forget our hair care routine. So whenever you're detangling your hair, start from the bottom up. If you've got tangles at the bottom, you're not going to get rid of them by like yanking it out. You have to take it slowly. I also just want to tell you what I actually washed my hair with. So this is what I bought with me. It's the Pantene Gold series. It's the Moisture Boost shampoo, Moisture Boost conditioner. This is for dry damaged hair. And I know some people, they kind of find it insulting to like buy products for dry damaged hair because they're like, my hair's not dry and my hair's not damaged. But the thing is, you know, prevention is the best cure, and in this weather my hair can get dry in like one day. I actually left the conditioner in. That's tangles. Actually what I'm doing right now is finger detangling, and this really helps the whole detangling process because you could have pieces of hair that are just like they've gone a bit haywire, they don't know what they're doing, the wind blew them around, or like you shuffled it around when you were washing your hair and now everything's in the wrong place. Everything seems more tangled than it is. So if you can have like a quick run through with your fingers, just, you know, help everything out a bit, it can actually save so much of your hair. Let me go and show you my secret weapon. ORS Smooth and Hold Pudding. Look, still has the stickers from when I bought it at my local African beauty supply store. So out here supporting local enterprise, supporting black business. Do your thing. It's better than getting it on Amazon. It's like guns, literally. Look. If you are going to go traveling for a long time, then braids are a really good idea because they're really, I say they're really easy to do. They're really easy for me, but if you don't know how to do them yet, then I recommend that you learn how to do it because it's super versatile. Like on the days where you're traveling, you've got a long journey, or you're going to be in the ocean, or you're going to be up on mountains, wear your hair in the braids. Then when everything cools down a little bit, then you can take them out. And as long as you used some sort of holding pudding or some gel or something, you should have a really good braid out. Those curls should be really pretty afterwards. So it's kind of like you get like two styles in one when you do the braids. It's like, yeah, I did the braids, and guess what? I'm gonna have to not touch my hair for like 2 weeks because I'm gonna wear braids for a week, honey, and then I'm gonna take them out, and then I'm gonna wear the waves for a week, honey. Take my tiny pieces, split it into 3. You should have 3 pieces of hair, and then because we're kind of doing like a cornrow, a big chunky cornrow, so you start taking your braid under. We're not doing over, we're doing under. You can do over if you want to, but you're going to get a different kind of braid. And we're just going to keep going like that. Every time you take a piece of hair under, you bring another piece of hair in. If you guys need like a full tutorial on braids, click up there. I can use a toothbrush to smooth this. Once you get to the back, it's a bit easier because the only people that are going to see the back of your head are people that you aren't paying attention to, so it doesn't matter anyway. Pay no mind to those that you left behind. Oh my gosh, how did I come up with that? I'm literally a poet today. A little bit more of the Smooth and Hold Pudding for luck. Put that on. And another fun fact, I forgot to bring any little scrunchies with me, like nothing. So I'm just going to have to do it really tiny down at the ends so that it doesn't unravel. Brady McBraiders. Okay, so that's the hair. Actually, wait, I need to do my edges because otherwise I look like I have a huge forehead. I'm using the Mark Hill Taming Polish. So it looks like this inside, just kind of like white-ish. And I'm just going to put that onto my edges and then smooth them down. I mean, they're already smoothed down because they're in the braid, but I want to bring them down so I can make my forehead look less big. Us 5-head girls know the struggle. You just do this way, down, swoop it up, bring it down, swoop it up. It kind of just like eats into your head a little bit so that you don't have a huge head. I mean, it's not a big deal. Big head, big brains, you know. I'm done. I'm gonna head out now, so I'll see you guys at the next spot, hopefully skiing. Au revoir. Bye bye.